More Vince McMahon news? Seems likely, based on current reporting. More to come on that. What's up, everybody? Welcome on into the PWTorch Daily Newswire for July 11th, 2022. I'm PWTorch Assistant Editor Zack Heydorn. What's going on? Hopefully everybody had a good weekend out there. As always, you guys know the drill. Like, subscribe, all that fun jazz. We do appreciate you being here and appreciate your support. But yeah, man, Vince McMahon is likely to see more stories about him in the news, and not good stories. Last week, the Wall Street Journal reported that Vince McMahon paid over $12 million to 4 different women with whom he allegedly had affairs with as hush money. But the reporters for that story say that there is likely more coming. They joined Busted Open Radio today and said that they don't have intel on other NDAs, but that the story's probably not done yet, quote, and they were continuing to report, quote. So, you know, look, it's not a good sign for Vince McMahon, of course. The allegations have gotten worse as the story kind of has gone on. The reporters both said on this interview that they did with Busted Open that there are a couple things that they didn't know that they're still working to report on. And so, you know, like we always kind of said, like most analysts have said on this topic, that it was always going to get worse before it got better, if it got better for Vince. I mean, obviously he's, you know, what he did is very, you know, just kind of yuck, just kind of gross to think about. So rough news for him, but expected, as I mentioned, that, you know, these things, you know, have a way of, they snowball and snowball and snowball. And, you know, the more that gets uncovered, the more that gets uncovered. So not a good situation. What will happen? Nobody knows. A lot more should happen. No question about it. I think, you know, obviously it'd be nice to see WWE as a company be proactive about this. But Vince McMahon has a lot of control in that company, without question. You know, sponsors, as of now anyway, haven't come forward. We had Netflix pull the Vince McMahon biopic off their schedule, so that's something. But, you know, I think it's going to take, you know, Fox and NBC talking to make something happen. So we analyzed it big time on the Fireside Chat last week. You can check that out on the YouTube channel. Tyler and I did about 40 minutes talking about that story and what it means and how things, you know, are moving forward. In other news, WWE broke another record with WrestleMania 38 this year. The company announcing today via press release that they generated $206 million in economic impact for the Dallas and Arlington, Texas regions. That's a record. The company has never crossed the 200 million mark with WrestleMania before. So another good WrestleMania for WWE, a good night at the office, as I like to say. And they'll certainly be touting that for a long time. Also, Chris Jericho commented on the Vince McMahon story on the True Geordie podcast and said that he wasn't really surprised by the Vince McMahon allegations in the story. He called the allegations, you know, not illegal, quote unquote, and said that he didn't think anything would happen to McMahon. He might be right about that front, excuse me, but not the greatest take in the world. You know, I don't think that's necessarily the bar to clear, like whether it's illegal or not. It can still be gross and inappropriate and awful for a man of Vince McMahon's stature and the power that he has to use that power in certain ways. And so, yeah, illegal or not, Chris, not the best take in the world, if you ask me. Rapid fire topics, ratings. SmackDown viewership stayed flat over prior week at 2.1 million viewers on average, but it did drop in the key demo of adults 18 to 49. AEW Rampage viewership down to 428,000, so a pretty big dip there, and also down in the key demos. They were flat with men 18 to 49, but adults 18 to 49 and men, the younger male demo, men 18 to 34, both down. Kind of expected on the Rampage front, given that last week's show was kind of stocked with that kind of Royal Rampage match in that main event with major stakes behind it in terms of crowning a new #1 contender for Jon Moxley. So I think you gotta expect that ratings would drop this week. But I think the concerning part is that, they've kind of leveled out in this mid 400,000 range, which, is in growth. So, I think Tony Khan is going to definitely want to take a look at that. We'll see. That's it. Thank you guys so much. As always, once again, like, subscribe, tell a friend. As I mentioned, you guys know the drill. We do appreciate it. We appreciate you. And we'll catch you guys next time.